All right, guys. How are you doing today?
Good.
Good. All right. Okay. Well, today we're going to continue our reading skills out of our green books. I see you guys already opened up to lesson 38. I want you to take a look at the board. We have our objectives listed for today's lesson. The first objective is to learn the letter combination of DIS and what it means and how it's used with various words. We have new vocabulary words: chores, comment, hoist, and chimney. And then we're going to continue our story about Bruce. Okay? So let's take a look at section 1 in your workbook. All right? Touch the letters DIS in part 1. When those letters appear at the beginning of the word, they usually mean not or the opposite of. Sometimes dis means away from. Touch the first word in column A. What is the word?
Dishonor.
Or dishonor.
Dishonor.
Dishonor. Let's say it again. The word is?
Dishonor.
Dishonor. What do you suppose that it means?
No honor. No honor.
No honor, or the opposite of honor. Okay? Everybody touch the next word. What is the word?
Disjoin.
Disjoin. So what does it mean?
Not disjoining.
Not joined. Yes. Okay. Or the opposite of join. Touch the next word. What is the word?
Displace.
Displace. Or to place away from something. Go to part 4, or excuse me, column B. What is the word?
Displease.
Let's say it again. The word is?
Displease.
Displease. What's the next word?
Distract. Or
Distract.
What is the word?
distract.
Good. Touch the next word. The word is?
Dislocate.
Go ahead, Toby, say it.
Right, dislocate.
Dislocate. Let's say it again. The word is?
Dislocate.
And the last word is?
Distance.
Distant.
Distance. The word is?
Distance.
Toby?
Distance.
All right, let's go through column B. We need to re-say those again, okay? Here we go. The first word is?
Displace. Or displease.
Next?
Distract.
Next?
Dislocate.
And the last word is?
Distance.
Distance. Okay. Let's go to exercise 2. Touch the first word in part 2. What's the underlined part?
Oi.
Oi. What's the word?
Choice.
Choice. Touch the next word. What's the underlined part?
Ow.
OA makes what sound? O.
Up.
O. What's the word?
Approach.
Approached. Say the word again.
Approach.
Okay. Touch the next word. ER makes what sound? What's the word?
Nervously.
Good job. And then DIS. What sound? What's the word?
Disgusted.
Disgusted. All right. Connor, why don't you read all 4 of those words for me?
Okay. Chores.
No?
Choice.
Choice. Good.
Commented. Or
Hey, you're... No.
Comment.
We're here. Right here.
Oh. Choice. Approach. Nervously. Distracted.
Try that one again.
Distracted. Or
Look at your G. Disgusted.
disgusted.
Yep. All right. Let's say all 4 of those again.
Choice. Approach. Nervously. Disgusted.
Excellent. All right. Let's go to part 3. Now here's our new vocabulary words. Touch the first word. What's the word, Toby?
Chores.
Chores. So what are chores?
Job.
Jobs. And how often do you typically do chores?
Every day.
Yeah, every day. Do you guys have chores at your house? Really?
Yes, I do actually.
Okay, good. Like what?
My hamster.
Yeah. Feeding animals, cleaning out the dishwasher, taking out the garbage, things like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, touch the second word. What word is it? Connor.
Comment.
Comment. When you comment, you say something about a situation. She commented about the bad weather. Touch word 3. What's the word?
Hoist.
It's hoist. So when you lift something, you hoist it. Okay? So if I'm going to lift the weights in PE, I'm going to hoist the weights. It's another way to use that word. And then what's part 4? Go ahead, tell me what the word is, Toby.
Okay, chimney.
Chimney, do you know what chimney is? What?
Oh, if I can say this right, it's kind of like you have like a fireplace, basically where the chimney is located on your house.
Okay, and what does it do?
Oh, it takes out the smoke and
Yep.
steam most of the time.
The smoke.
The smoke. I'm thinking something else.
Carry smoke away from your fireplace or your furnace. Okay, good job. Here we go. Let's go to part 4. Now remember, these are vocabulary words, like our sight words. So I'm going to go ahead and have Toby, you take the first row from left to right.
Whispered, sneak, spotted, squealing, call.
Good. Connor.
Hooves. Trade.
Thread.
A thread. Cloth. Yarn. Put. Or pound. Or pounded. Pounded.
Yes. Okay, let's say that row again.
Hooves. Thread. Cloth. Yarn. Pounded.
Good.
Pounded.
Toby, next row.
Braced, fan shape, closed, obviously.
Go ahead, Connor.
Remained.
Mm-hmm.
Fibers. Splitting. Reported. Create.
Good. Go ahead, Toby.
Howling,
Good.
I think that's
So
howling again.
it's hallowing.
Okay.
So there's that extra syllable in there.
Okay.
Okay. So howling, hallowing.
Okay.
Very difficult.
Mhm.
Okay, go ahead to the next one.
Pleasantly,
Good.
notice, tingling.
Tingly was our vocabulary word from yesterday. Go ahead, Connor.
Suppressed.
Mm-hmm.
Suppressed. Gather. Collected. Narrow. Tangles.
Good job. All right, we're going to go to the story. What was the name of the character that was introduced in the last section?
Senta.
Senta. And then what did she fear might happen? What was going on?
That they would die from the cold.
Yeah. What did Bruce and the others do first to solve the cold problem?
They built a fire.
Built a fire. It was pretty big, right?
Mhm.
What did they do next?
They built the shelter.
They built a shelter. Where was it located?
In the
Think-
side of a
No,
steep hill.
hill,
Yep.
yeah.
And then what was the last thing they did? Do you remember?
Made a door.
They did make a door for the shelter, but then what did they do once they were inside?
Oh, well,
Huddled.
They huddled together to stay warm. All right. So here we go. Life problems. All right. Toby, why don't you start us off? Read the first paragraph, please.
yep, okay. Bruce looked outside. He could hear the wind howling. It made him shiver just listening to it. He remained in the shelter and began to think again. He thought, air, warmth, water, and food are survival problems. If you have more than one survival problem at the same time, the first problem you solve is the problem that would take your life first. If you have a water problem and a food problem, you solve the water problem first because the water problem it will take your life first. If you have a water problem and a air problem, you obviously would solve the air problem first because the air problem will take your life first.
So how do you know which life problem to solve first?
Mostly the most important thing.
The one that will take your life first. Okay. Connor, you read. I'll have you read the next three. Okay.
Okay. Santa went to the door of the shelter and looked outside. I think the wind is dying down, she replied. Reported. Bruce said, "Good. This is our chance to gather the materials that we need to make warm clothes." Bruce, Santa, and one of the men left the shelter. Bruce braced himself for the cold, and at first he was pleasantly supported.
Pleasantly surprised.
I was surprised.
Why don't you start from the beginning? Bruce braced.
Bruce braced himself for the cold, and at first he was pleasantly surprised. The air didn't seem as cold as he had thought it would be. However, as he jogged.
Start from the beginning.
However, as he jogged along with the others toward a place where dead vines lay in tangles on the ground, he began to notice the cold. His legs were becoming tingly. The tips of his ears and fingers began to hurt. "Let's keep moving," he said to the others. "It is very cold out here."
How do you brace yourself for the cold? What does that mean? To brace yourself. How are they using that in a sentence?
He's kind of preparing to go out in the cold because he knows it's cold out there.
Yeah, you're preparing yourself to feel the cold, right? So when you're in your warm house, you kind of brace yourself before you go out. And then how did Bruce know it was very cold? What were some indications?
His legs were tingling and
His ears hurt.
Yeah. And that's happened to us, right? We know it's cold. All right, Toby, take the next 2 paragraphs.
Bruce collected vines while Santa picked up the skins of rabbits they had eaten the day before. The other men peeled bark from some of the trees. Then they returned to the shelter with their materials. Bruce looked over the materials and said, "We can pound the bark with rocks and make cloth out of it." Bruce showed two others how to do it. As they pounded away on the bark, Bruce told another woman, "Pull the fibers from the vines. We can use those fibers in thread or yarn." So the woman began pulling the fibers from the vines.
What materials were they going to use to make clothes?
Hide, vines, and bark.
Good. Go ahead, Connor. Read the next 2 paragraphs.
Santa ran to...
No, Bruce said.
Bruce said, "I'll use them as thread to link the lace the rabbit skins together. But first, I'll need a needle." Santa ran to the beach and found some fan sharpened
Shaped.
shaped shells.
Why don't you read that one again?
Okay, Santa ran to the beach and found some fan shaped shells. She took one of the shells and hit it again
What's the G sound make?
gently
Good.
with a rock. Splitting it into long, narrow pieces that were pointed at one end. This will work as a needle, she said, handing one of the pieces to Bruce.
Good. Go ahead, Toby. Next two.
Bruce tied the vine fiber around the fat end of the needle and pushed the needle through one of the rabbit skins. As Bruce worked, Santa commanded.
Try again.
Committed?
Commented.
Commented.
Go ahead, start from the beginning. As.
Attention students and staff, we'll be dismissing at 12:16 today. We will now start our Wednesday schedule. So run a Wednesday schedule right now. We will dismiss second period at 9:43. We will dismiss at 12:16 from fifth period.
We're getting out of school at 12:16, so we'll run our Wednesday schedule.
So how will we do this then?
It's okay. Let's just
Okay,
keep
I was
going.
confused.
We'll talk about. I'll tell you where to go when we get done.
Alright.
Okay. So we're at as Bruce worked.
As Bruce worked, Santa commented, "We'll need a lot more skins before we can make clothes from these skins. Let's make cloth clothes first. Then we'll go hunting for some larger animals." "Yes," Bruce said. "If we find large animals, we can make clothes faster."
Okay. So how did Santa make a needle?
By hitting a rock on a shell gently.
Yeah, and the shell broke, right? Okay. What did Bruce use for thread?
Vine.
The fiber of the vine.
Fibers from the vines. Why did Bruce want to hunt for larger animals?
Because it would make clothes faster.
Yeah, we had bigger animals will take less skin, right? No, bigger animals will be able to make more clothing faster. Yes. Okay, Connor, next paragraph.
Earlier that day,
Why don't you start again?
earlier,
No, not earlier. Early.
early the next day, then the sky was growing light gray. Growing? Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Just keep going.
Light gray. Bruce and two other people went hunting on the far side of the island. A long distance
Distance.
distance from